Good afternoon, everybody. How are you today? And welcome to the latest edition of Drew Mania Live. So great to have you with us on this Monday, the 30th day of April. Yes, it's the end of April, the year 2018. And of course, this is yours truly, Andrew L. Perry. Thank you. As always, coming alive and at you from the busy streets of Brooklyn, New York. And today, I am inside the campus of Long Island University as I chat to you what is happening in the world of sports. Boy, we got a busy show for you today. We got the... I'm sorry. I apologize for that, folks. Ooh. I didn't mean to blast your ears, so... But as I was saying, the Yankees are getting ready to start their 4-game series against the Houston Astros. We'll reflect on the taking 2 out of 3 from the Angels this week, sweeping the Angels, I should say, and the Mets, who did take 2 out of 3 from the San Diego Padres. We discussed that. We preview Game 1 of the Eastern Conference semifinals between the Boston Celtics and the Philadelphia 76ers. The rivalry renewed. This is the first time since 2013-2014, right around since LeBron won his first NBA title, when the Celtics and the Sixers face each other in the playoffs. It should be a lot of fun. We get to all that later. But we'll begin with the NFL, wrapping up the NFL draft as I gotta be honest with you folks. This is the first time in my whole entire life I watched the NFL draft from the first round to the end of the round. And most importantly, because mostly Saturday, there's really nothing to watch. There's really nothing to watch this past Saturday. I gotta be honest with you, folks. For me, unless you love golf, unless you're hockey, well, my teams, my New York Rangers wasn't in it, so it's really tough to get into the hockey season this year. I'm usually into it through the playoffs, but not this year because obviously the Rangers are out and the Devils was knocked out by the Tampa Bay Lightning. But anyway, this is my first time watching the NFL draft for the first round to the 7th round, and for the first time, this is the third time that 5 quarterbacks has been taken in the first round. Starting with Baker Mayfield, taken from Cleveland. Then it was the last one, obviously, it was Lamar Jackson. Then it was Sam Darnold. Then Josh Rowland. And Josh Rowland, who say he did. The teams has picked 9 mistakes, something like that. They take those mistakes, and they should have picked at him basically. If I'm Josh Rowland, now it's put up or shut up. And to me, when I watch Josh Rowland from UCLA, he remind me a little bit like Matt Leinart. And Matt Leinart was more accurate, obviously. But outside of, to me, Josh Rowland hasn't shown me he's ready to be an NFL quarterback yet. So is Sam Darnold. And I thought these two guys would stay another year to develop into an NFL quarterback. Because as far as I'm concerned, maybe I'm wrong. The combine honestly don't tell me anything. Because if I remember correctly, this is the same Sam Darnold who got his ass handed to them by Notre Dame in his last year at the University of USC. And this is the same Josh Rosen who hasn't proven to me he hasn't proven to me yet. What? He made a comeback against Texas A&M, which was a huge comeback. I'm impressed. But after that, he wasn't consistent. So is Sam Darnold. And the combine, this is me. I don't know about anybody else, but this is me. The combine doesn't prove to me anything. Because you could look great in the combine, and when you get to the field, it's a different story. Having said all that, in the words of Joe Beningo, they better be good. Because as far as the Jets is concerned, we've seen this story before. The Jets. I know I'm not gonna be hypocritical. This is the last thing they need. They don't really need a quarterback, and they need to figure out who's your starting quarterback. Is it going to be Josh? Are you going to rely on Josh McDowell? Is Christian Hackenberg going to be your future? Now you just threw it out the window. Now you got to figure out sooner or later, if you're the Jets, what are you going to figure out with Christian Hackenberg? Are you going to continue? Are you going to give him a chance, or let him go? Oh, you know what? Here's the better idea. Let them battle out in training camp, which is not too far, and let them battle it out. And once they battle it out, whoever gets the starter, be the starter. Who's the backup? Who's the third string? And the rest, they could let them go. Figure out your quarterback strategy sooner or later. Figure it out. Because as far as I'm concerned, this is Todd Bowles' final year. And if Todd Bowles missed the playoffs for the third straight year, then adios. But anyway, as far as the Giants got, as far as I'm concerned, got what they need. I get the Giants. I give an A. The Jets, I give a C. I give a B. A B, I guess. Cleveland, I give them a B. I'm gonna be fair. I thought they screwed up with that pick. As far as I thought they screwed up the pick when they obviously they got Baker Mayfield, who's a I told you before, he's a Johnny Manziel 2.0. So as far as that concerned, let's see how things pan out. Now they didn't make it out with Nick Chubb, and Nick Chubb was a solid running back in Georgia. But we all know the last time they took a SEC running back, even though he was high in the draft, it didn't turn out so well. Let's see how things pan out for Cleveland. But I do know the team who had the worst draft, in my estimation, is the Dallas Cowboys. They pick up a linebacker. Which they upgraded their defense. That's great, but they need a wide receiver now, because you let Des Bryant go. Who Dak Prescott is going to throw it to? And they needed an offensive line. They really need their defense. They really need it, because the Cowboys' defense has been awful for the past couple of years. They really have. As far as the feel-good story of the draft out of all of them, and you see these twins get drafted. It really is. It is really a feel-good story. They're both going to play with Seattle, and, we wish them nothing but the best. But I hate to say this. They're going to have a good career. I really think they would. I really think. I think it's the feel good. When they're telling a story about first of all, Jackeenum is fast. If you didn't see him at Central Florida, you'll see him in Seattle. You'll see him on Sundays now. I tell you, you'll see them. As far as guys who wasn't undrafted, just like they said on the telecast, it's not the end of the world. It's really not. The upper hand goes to y'all because now the negotiating is going to get a lot quicker than you think. And it's a lot better. It's a lot better, in my opinion. Some of the greatest, some athletes who was undrafted became a hell of a player. You just got to continue to work and and I'll say this. I can't wait to football. We are 4 months away. Can you believe it? 4 months away. And that's put a finishing bow tie on the 2018 NFL Draft. How about New York baseball, shall we? California love, man. California. My favorite place. I would love to go visit California. I would love to go to San Diego or Anaheim. But the Yankees and Mets did over the weekend. Which we're going to start off with. Oh yes, the Yankees. The Yankees are the hottest team besides the Diamondbacks. The hottest team in baseball right now with 9 straight wins. And during this 9-game winning streak, they have outscored their opponents 62-17. The bats have woken up. Ex-Gary Sanchez. In the last 15 games, he hit over 4